Hello everyone, welcome back to my next session, that is difference between nil rated, zero rated, non-taxable supply and exempted supplies. See, this is the difference between nil rate, non-taxable supply, zero rated as well as exempted supplies. Here there are different types of the supplies. One is to be nil rated, second one is exempted, third one is non GST, then fourth one is zero rated. The supply of goods or services are further classified into taxable supply, nil rated, exempted, zero rated, and non GST supplies. Let's see, discuss one by one here. Non taxable supply. Non taxable supply means the supply of goods or services or both which not levied to tax under GST. It means that here these are the supply of goods or services which does not attract any GST. Either it may be 0% or exempted or anything. Yeah, it is not liable to tax under GST. Sometimes it should be called as out of scope of supplies. It means that here these are the goods or services which does not fall under the GST. Then no tax input credit, no input tax credit is available in case of non GST supplies. Here, under the non taxable supplies, there is no input tax credit is available. The best example, electricity, diesel, petrol, alcohol for human consumptions are some examples. It means that here out what we call out of scope of suppliers. It may be the petroleum products like diesel, petrol, then electricity, then alcoholic drinks, which is to mean for the human consumptions. These are the examples which is to be comes under non-taxable supplies. The next one is there nil rated supplies. The goods or services on which GST rate of 0% is applicable are called as nil rated goods or services. It means that here these are the taxable supplies which is to fall under zero rated tax. Zero rated tax, such goods or services on which GST rate of 0% is applicable. Here the tax rate is to be 0%. That should be called as nil rated supplies. And here input tax credit of inputs and input services used in providing supply attracting nil rate is not liable. There is no input tax credit on nil rated supplies. Nil rated supplies are also called as taxable supplies which attract only 0%. That is meant for there is no tax at all, and here there is no input tax credit on nil rated supplies. For example, jaggery, salt, grains, cereals. Then exempted supplies. Exempted supplies, it means goods and services which sold by the companies are free from goods and service tax. There is no GST will be charged on these goods and service for the company and business. GST paid on the assets, purchases or expenses for their business. And here also there is no ITC, there is no ITC, and there is no tax on outward supplies. Under the exempt supplies there is no tax on outward supplies. The best example is to be live fish, fresh milk, fruits, unpacked food grains, fresh vegetables, curd, bread, etc. These are the example for exempted supplies. Here the nil rated supplies as well as the exempted supplies as a also the similar, but the provision is to be different here. And the next one is zero rated supplies. What is that zero rated supplies? Zero rated supplies means supply of goods or services or both to SEZ or SEZ developers or export of goods or services or both. If any goods or services which is to be export to other countries, that should be called as zero rated supplies, or any supply of goods or services or both to SEZ, that is special economic zone, or SEZ developers, that should be treated as zero rated supplies. And here GST is not applicable in India for exports. You know very well here, for the export of goods or services, there is no GST in India. Then zero rated supply means anything of the following here: export of goods or services or both, supply of goods or services or both to SEZ developer, or supply of goods or services or both to a special economic zone unit. The best example, overseas supplies, that is exports, or supplies to SEZ or SEZ developers. Then the difference between here nil rated, sorry, the best example here, some of the common the concepts here: nil rated, GST applicable 0%, type of supply everyday items, ITC no, examples grain, salt, jaggery. Then exempted supplies, GST applicable, there is no GST. Type of supply basic essentials, just like nil rated. Eligibility of ITC no. Examples bread, fresh fruits, fresh milk, curd, etc. Zero rated, it should be 0%. The type of supplies, overseas supplies, supply to special economic zone or SEZ developers. Eligibility for ITC, it should be eligible, that is as example supplies to SEZ or overseas supplies. Then non GST, there is no GST applicable here. Supplies for which GST is not applicable but can attract other taxes here. Eligibility for ITC no. Then examples petrol, alcohol, electricity, etc. Then the next one is there abatements. Abatements, it is nothing but the reduction, exemption, and concession in the taxable value of supplies. Here, the abatement is to be given by the government, either state or the central, and it is the partial exemption to the total amount of tax to be paid. It means that here, suppose I will give an example. As a registered dealer, if you are eligible to pay rupees 10 lakh as the outward tax in the form of GST, if the government is to be given some percentage of abatement for example 10%, then you have to pay only 90%. It means that here out of 10 lakh, 10% you should not be paid, only 90%. It means 9 lakh rupees you have to pay as a output tax. This is the partial exemption to the total amount of tax to be paid. The next one, abatement is a taxation strategy usually used by the government to encourage specific activities such as investment in capital equipment. Here, abatement is nothing but it is a taxation strategy usually used by the government. The government is to be making this strategy to encourage the specific activities such as investment in capital equipment. They can, whatever the concession is to be given by the government, that much amount should be utilized in the form of investment in the capital equipment. This is the taxation strategy. It should be used by the government. That should be called as abatement. Then here there is a revision here regarding the nil rated, non-taxable, exempted supply as well as zero rated supplies. Once again here there is a brief explanation regarding the nil rated. Such supply of goods or services which attract nil rated tax or 0%. It means that here this kind of goods which attract 0%, that should be called as nil rated supplies. Then non-taxable supplies, there is no GST is applicable. What do you call? Out of scope of supply it is. Non-taxable supplies or non-GST supplies. Such supply of goods and services which is not chargeable to tax under this act. Here whatever the example, that is electricity is there, electricity, alcohol or petroleum product, these products does not attract any GST. It means that here these products has to be kept outside from the GST. That's why here these goods or services is not chargeable to tax under the GST Act. Then exempted supplies, such supply of goods or services which attract nil rate, which are not chargeable to tax or which may be notified to be exempt under section 11. It means that here as per the section 11 of the CGST Act, any outward supplies which is to be exempted, there is no tax on that, that should be treated as the exempted supplies. Then last one, zero rated supplies. Zero rated supplies, such kind of supply of goods or services mainly export oriented or supplies of goods or services or both to special economic zone, or any supplies of goods or services or both to SEZ developers. This kind of supplies is to be treated as zero rated supplies. This is the difference between the nil rated, non-taxable, exempted supplies as well as zero rated supplies. And there's a brief introduction of the abatements. Thank you. Thank you all.